What's going on, fam? It's your man Bill Money in the building. Got a video for you guys that I definitely know is going to interest you due to all of the news and all of the interest in the YNW Melly murder trial. It's been going on for about a week now. The defense is trying to, in effect, request a mistrial. So we are waiting on updates in the case. We don't know where this is going, but we do know a few things that definitely stand out about this case over the last week. And one instance is the involvement of Boosie Badass in this whole situation. Excuse me. Now, Boosie is not directly involved in the YNW Melly murder case. However, over the last several months, I want to say, in several different videos, he has made comments about the YNW Melly case. And I do believe he made reference to pointing YNW Melly in the direction of an attorney that he may have used in the past or still using. I'm not 100% sure. I say that to say that Boosie has always shown interest in the YNW Melly murder case. So here we are, first week of trial, and who shows up to trial? Who shows up to court to back YNW Melly? None other than Boosie Badass himself. It's a lot of moving parts. A lot of things are going on here in the background with Boosie in particular, while he's showing up to support YNW Melly in his murder defense. Early in May, Boosie was arrested in San Diego, California. He was pulled over by patrol. His vehicle was searched and they found weapons in the vehicle. He was subsequently locked up. He posted bail, and we were all waiting to see how that was going to turn out for Boosie. Boosie has had several run-ins with the law here in Georgia, where they found weapons in the vehicle. He's always been able to get these cases dismissed. So we were waiting to see what was going to happen in this one. So in the midst of Boosie attending the YNW murder trial, he had a court appearance for the charges in San Diego. And the next thing you know, we hear after he attends court for the possession of the gun charges, Boosie had the charges dismissed by the state. So as he was walking free from the courthouse, federal agents swooped in, took Boosie into custody. For the first few hours, we didn't know what the charges were. All we had was a cryptic tweet from Boosie apologizing to his children, telling them that he loves them very much and he was sorry for the whole ordeal. It wasn't until the next morning, I believe, when Boosie's right-hand man, Vlad, posted on his website that Boosie was indeed being charged with the gun possession. The federal government picked up the charges. He was being charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon and transporting firearms across state lines. Well, I tell you, and the whole underlying theme, what has come to light in the last few days, is that the San Diego police were onto Boosie based on Instagram live footage that they were surveilling while Boosie was attending a local rapper's video shoot. Boosie was in town doing his 1-2, making, getting to the bag, doing features, making guest appearances and videos as he always does. We know how Boosie hustles, and this day was no different. He was in San Diego. There was a video shoot. Apparently, he had a song with a local rap group. They shot the video. After the video, he was arrested by San Diego PD. But what we didn't know is that one of the guys in attendance at the video shoot was going live on Instagram. His Instagram live was being surveilled by local San Diego police. Subsequently, after they identified Boosie Badass, they began to also watch Boosie's live Instagram broadcast as well. But while watching the local guys broadcast, they caught a glimpse of Boosie with a pistol tucked in the back of his waistband. And it's going all around the internet. I'll probably post a picture or a quick video piece of that. So that is how local San Diego police got wind of Boosie being in town, saw him with the gun in his waist. They say that they alerted the air patrol, which I presume to be the helicopters, to surveil Boosie. They picked him up as he left the video shoot, and they subsequently pulled him over. And they found 2 guns in the vehicle. They found one in the back seat with him. There's some discrepancies as to some words that Boosie exchanged with one of his security guards in relation to the gun being in the vehicle, or the whereabouts of the gun. Boosie apparently voiced some displeasure to his security guard for either telling the police where the gun was or failing to let Boosie know where the gun was, because apparently there was a gun in the back seat with Boosie. But the police say they saw somebody moving around in the back seat as if they were trying to conceal something. So here we are. Now, Boosie has professed his solid and undying support for YNW Melly over the last several months. Again, showing up to court to show his solidarity. But here we have video. And this is from 2015. And salute to the channel who published this video, Unspoken Deaths, I believe it is, or Unspoken Mysteries. Salute to you for this footage. This is footage of YNW Melly being interrogated by law enforcement, apparently after a shooting in which he was involved. And I don't want to leap ahead, but I'm going to. This video, you're going to see YNW Melly pretty much cooperating with law enforcement. And I don't have a dog in the fight, but I definitely was kind of glad that this came out, because of the fact that not only is the no snitching rule one of those rules where it is great to profess how tall you would stand in a situation if you were ever being pressured, or if you ever had the option of snitching on one of your partners in crime, on somebody that you actually were in crime with, committing crime with, going back and forth, or whatever the dynamics might be. And I really don't care how young YNW Melly was in this video, because once you jump off the porch, the rules of the game apply. They will be applied to you, whether you live by them 100% or not. If you get caught slipping the rules of the game, you know, you will be at their mercy. So I'm glad this came out, because you have so many people blindly yelling free YNW Melly, free YNW Melly. And you hear his father 510 Spoon coming out recently, you know, talking about everybody screaming YNW Melly, not taking into account that the murder victims left behind a family, and they're seeing this and they're hearing this, and it's affecting them. And you don't know the character of the person that you're running to the defense of. In this particular case, YNW Melly, we don't know his character. But when tidbits of information such as this one come out, it gives us a nice picture into who we're dealing with. So let's get into this video. I know I've talked enough. I'll probably edit this and put this part on the end, but let's get into it.
We just wanted to get a few pictures of your hands and stuff. And I'll explain a little bit the reasoning why we do that, okay?
In this video, rapper YNW Melly will work together. He will to law enforcement officers, including the identities of those involved and any additional pertinent information.
First off, I'm Detective Metz. This is Detective Kerensky. I'm sure you met him. You haven't really talked to me much. I went to high school with your mom, so hopefully we can see if we can help each other out a little bit, okay? Before I talk to you, I got to read you Miranda warning. Do you know what that is? That's what they tell you on TV, where you have the right to remain silent. I'm going to read it to you anyway, but that's very much what it is, okay? All right, you have the right. You understand that right? Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that right? Okay. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent. You want to talk to me about what?
Manipulate the detectives by prompting them to talk about what they already knew regarding the investigation that officers are already aware of, rather than revealing something new.
That's not the way it works, brother. Obviously, no. I mean, we wouldn't be talking to you if we didn't know what happened. But I need you to tell me the honest truth. I'm here to help you, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't believe me, but
You went down so fast.
what happened? I know it was about a fight that happened yesterday, right?
No, I had nothing to do with it.
Well, I know you didn't have anything to do with it, but this is the reasoning why you guys got in an argument, right? Well, then help me set it straight for you. You tell me what happened.
It's just they've been messing with me and they would, yeah. Somebody was over there when I was walking through. I don't know which one it was. It was at least 8 people out there. Somebody pulled a gun out. They pulled the gun out. I ran up to the blue apartment. Upstairs, they was looking at me. And then I went down the stairs and I went to people's house and then just heard cops outside, helicopters that was outside, so I was just like, dang.
Hey, so someone pulled a gun. Who pulled a gun?
I don't know.
Okay, well, who did you see with a gun? You know all those guys, right? You don't? You sure it wasn't you that had the gun? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. What happened when the police found you up there? What were you doing in apartment 216?
Hiding under the bed.
Why?
Somebody said the cops were looking for me.
Okay, you didn't do anything wrong. Why do you need to hide from the cops?
Because I knew my name was going to be involved in it, regardless.
Why?
I had something to do with it.
What did you have to do with it?
People I got into the argument.
Okay. You want to tell me a little more about it? Now, I know there's more to it. I mean, I have a pretty good grasp of what's going on. You know what we just did, right, with the photographs? that you told us we could do?
Yeah, fingerprint.
No.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why she uses special lenses is to see if you have any kind of gunshot. You want to be honest with me? Now's the time, man. You what, 15 years old? You got to choose a path in your life right now. Either A, you're going to be honest with us, and we can see what we can do. So why don't you tell me the truth of what really happened?
That's all I.
Remember what I told you when we were out there, when we first found you? Okay, we talked about it, right? We talked about everything that kind of transpired already? Okay. Now okay. Remember all the factors we discussed? Okay. What I told you out there about, witnesses and everything else? Now's the time to be honest, okay? Like I told you, a lot of the stuff we don't need because we have all this evidence already.
Really, really need to think about what you're going to do. Because now is the time to try to be honest and try to make things right. If you shot in self-defense or something, you need to let us know. Who?
One of the kids.
Somebody you go to school with?
Yeah.
Same grade?
Yeah.
What's he go by?
Trying to think. I think he goes to the alternative.
All right, with Gillespie?
Okay. What kind of gun was it?
38 revolver.
How you know?
So boom, he tells somebody pulled a gun on him. One of the other kids. He goes to the alternative school, and his last name, I believe, he said was Gillespie. Ding, 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 ding.
It was a 38.
I see color.
Okay. So what did you do then?
I ran away.
Where'd you get your gun from?
It's all right to be honest.
I don't know.
One of your friends gave it to you?
Something like that.
Okay. Where'd you put it? Because I knew you put it somewhere.
Did you give it back to your buddy?
Mm-mm.
Listen, we know you're trying to hide the truth from us. Just be honest with us and tell us what's going on. We can see what we can do to help you out.
I don't know helping me.
There is helping you. This isn't the final moment of your life. Okay? Life continues past here, right? We make poor choices in life. Nobody's perfect.
You didn't kill anybody. You're going along that path,
Is
but you
this
haven't done it
nigga
yet.
barefoot?
Right?
It's not too late for you.
The fuck?
This is
going
just a
on?
hiccup in the road. All right?
Where his shoes at?
Let's move past it. Okay? I know it's inside you. I know it's hurting you inside. You want to talk about it. Let's just get through it.
Those people at Plum just said you're a good kid, and then how shocked that they were. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. Why would I have to make stuff up in order to talk to you? I mean, the case against you is very strong. I'm trying to help you out right now. Now, it's either you're going to help yourself out or you're not. I'm trying to help you help yourself out. But you got to be honest with us. Okay? So tell us what happened from the beginning. What happened today?
One of the kids pulled out a gun on me at the Punch Tomato.
Okay?
Ran to the south of the Blue Apartments.
Okay. Then what?
They had theirs pointed at me.
What happened when you fired yours?
I wasn't aiming at nobody. I just fired it so they could recognize. I fired it.
How'd you fire it? Did you go like this? Did you go like that? How were you holding it?
I shot up
Okay. How many times did you shoot?
just once.
Just once. All right. Now the most important part. Where did you put the gun?
It's long gone. There's nowhere around here.
Where is it?
Mhm.
That's a big part of it, Jamal.
Your parents seem like very good parents. The last thing I want to do is go to them one night and say that Jamal just got in a shooting and is dead. You realize this is the life you're about to lead, right? I'm trying to stop that. You've got to be honest with me. Where is that gun?
Did you give it to one of the other kids that left the apartment? Did you throw it somewhere? Well, it's one of the two. You still have it on you? No, right?
No.
So, I mean, it's got to be one of those areas. Either you gave it to someone, you threw it, or you still have it on you. We know it's not on you. Listen, it's where the gun is really not the end of the world. Just tell us where it is so we can get it off the street. Somebody doesn't get else get hurt with it.
I
Okay?
don't know where it's at.
Who'd you give it to?
I don't know.
Did you give it to your boy that we already got? You sure?
He ain't had nothing to do with it.
So one thing I can
Give it to
say
your girlfriend?
is you're not gonna find the gun when you're dealing with YNW Melly.
Sure.
I swear to God, you're not gonna
You
find
gave
the
it to your
gun because
girlfriend.
they're trying to find the gun here. He said it's long gone. He's basically giving it up. And
You
in
want
the
somebody else to get
current
shot with that
murder
gun?
case, they haven't found the so-called murder weapon.
How you know?
So he's good at hiding those pistols.
There's got to be a reason why you're saying that. How do you know?
That his manager.
So that means that you think that it's in a
supposedly
safe place
gave the
where
gun to
A,
Peter, but that's a
nobody's going
whole-
to find it, or
It's a
B,
whole nother story.
that person isn't going to do anything with it. So that being said, you need to know where the gun is, Jamal. Look, you're already in trouble anyway. It's not like if we find the gun, it's going to make it any different for you. Okay? But what you can do is, by telling us where the gun is we can say that you were honest with us and you cooperated with us rather than us trying to do a manhunt basically for where the gun is. Look, being honest is the best way to be on everything.
Can I explain something to you, Jamal? All right. You know we found the shell casing from the scene, right?
That wasn't mine.
You just told us you fired the gun.
That's not my shell case. That's not none of mine.
Okay, what kind of gun did you use then? You know what kind of gun it was. Come on. Did you have a revolver too? If you're gonna be honest with us, which we knew anyway. Listen, don't be half truthful. If you're gonna do it all the way. That way I can call your parents and say you're completely cooperative and honest with us. Because I know you care about that. I can tell by looking at you when you're talking to your parents.
I don't know where the gun at though.
Yes, you do.
So why don't you tell us? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of by telling us where the gun is? And I'll try to help you figure it out.
I don't know how much time I'm even facing right now.
What does it have to do with you telling us where the gun is?
It might make it worse.
I'm telling you it's not. It's going to be the same charge no matter what. Biggest difference is I can put in the paperwork that you told us where the gun was and that you were honest about everything that occurred.
Remember over at the scene what we talked about with trust? You know, we're a small portion of your life, okay? You talk to mom and dad, right? Your trust with mom and dad goes on, right? We'll be out of your life before you know it. Mom and dad will always be in your life, right? Mom and dad were pretty upset about this whole ordeal, right? We talked about trust. Your parents have to trust you, being honest. Like Detective Metz just explained to you, okay? That trust goes a long way. We talk to mom and dad, and we tell mom and dad, listen, son made a mistake. He did something foolish. He's learned from it. How do we know you learned from it? Because you're honest with us, okay? You're not a criminal, are you? Are you perfect? Nobody in this room here is perfect, right? We've all made our mistakes. We've all done foolish things, okay? The difference is people that learn from their mistakes usually go on to lead good lives. People that hide behind their mistakes continue to make those same mistakes, right? And I can tell by talking to mom and dad that you're a good kid with a good household. All right, people care about you. That means you have an opportunity to go far, even if you made a mistake. Don't hide behind foolishness now. Let's kind of figure out what's going on so you can move forward. We don't want to live in this and just keep having this hang over our heads. You understand that? Let's just kind of get this figured out so we can move on. So we can all start kind of rebuilding our lives, getting back to where we should be. Part of that is telling us where that gun is, though.
Somewhere in the river.
It's in the river. Where'd you throw it? Off the bridge? Jamal. That's not rebuilding trust. That's hide and still. You worried about getting somebody else in trouble?
I ain't that type of person.
What?
I ain't that type of person.
What's that?
Can't tell nobody else.
Somebody else? Did somebody else throw the gun in the river for you?
Mm-mm.
Did you throw the gun in the river?
Mm-mm.
So then why do you say the gun's in the river?
There's got to be a bottom line answer to this. You can't kind of keep dancing around. If you want to be honest, let's be honest. You said the gun's in the river, okay? Where? Location.
Y'all got the footage.
What's that?
Y'all even got the footage.
Footage of what?
Me?
What do you mean, footage?
It's nothing but witnesses.
There's a lot of stuff, Jamal. Like I said, I just took you in there to take photographs of your hands. Okay, that shows what we call gunshot residue. Okay, you understand what that is? You shoot a gun, right? What's going to be all over your hands is going to be what we call gunshot residue. Okay, the special lenses that she was using and everything helps her show what's there. Okay, there's witnesses that saw you there fire. Okay, also witnesses saw you pull the gun. So, I mean, there's no way getting out of this one way or another.
And you didn't go to the river, Jamal.
You didn't have that kind of time. Long way to the river. It does make a difference to people if they're going to either be honest with us or lie to us.
And I just ain't telling you.
What's the difference?
You're not gaining any street cred for that. That doesn't make you a better person. You know what that makes you?
What?
Foolish. Because you can't be honest. And like I said, that goes back to trust. You understand that what happens with that gun? God forbid somebody else gets their hands on that gun.
Your fingerprints are all over it. Someone uses that gun and whatever it's going to be, and your prints are on it, people are going to come and looking for you again if the police get involved. You thought about that?
When my gun, no.
Doesn't matter. Your prints are all over it. You obviously held it and fired it, did you not? So then your fingerprints are going to be all over that gun. You going to help us find the gun, or are you just going to kind of not say anything?
I ain't gonna say anything about the gun.
You at least going to tell me what kind of gun it was?
Don't know.
You don't know other than you just shot it. That's what you're going with. Myself and Detective Kransky are sitting here trying to help you, and the best you got is, I don't know, I just shot the gun. That's as honest as you're going to be with both of us. After we're sitting here trying to help you, have you getting in a lot of trouble? Okay. You're still getting arrested. We can't control that. But there's a big difference in us writing in a report saying that you were honest with us, or that we found it on our own.
Given the outcome of the information provided in this video, he provided law enforcement with a substantial amount of information. Considering the new policy in the hip-hop community, which discourages snitching, does his age make his actions classified as snitching? Anyway, we would like to extend a special thanks to Rack Rarest for the footage.
So boom, there you have it in black and white, because that video must have been shot with a potato. That shit was fuzzy as a motherfucker. But anyway, and he was barefoot. Where his shoes at? They got him in there. Like, I thought they was gonna tie his ass to a tree and make him say his name was Toby. What the fuck is going on down there in Florida? But hop down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Is YNW Melly? Does he have a snitch jacket? And what's Boosie Badass gonna say once he comes across this video? We know he's gonna get wind of it. But anyway, hop down in the comment section, smash like on this video, and subscribe to the channel. It's your man on the line, Bill Money. Streets gotta eat.